Welcome back, students. See there, question number 23. The dimensionally correct formula. This type of questions asked in competitive exams in many times. Here, check the dimensionally which formula is correct. We have to check here. See there here, S is equal to U plus of 80 square. First see there. Means dimensionally check means what we have to do means the every term in the LHS, the dimensional formula of every term in the LHS is equal to the dimensional formula of every term in the RHS. Then only that is dimensionally correct. Here, see there. First we can see the first option here. Here four options are given. Here first option see there. S is equal to U plus of AT square. Right. S means length or distance covered. Distance covered means a dimensional formula is L. Here U means L t power of minus 1. U means velocity. Initial velocity means velocity. L t power of minus 1. Here first LHS we can see better. The LHS first term is S. S dimensional formula L. Here next in the RHS first term we can take U dimensional formula L t power of minus 1. Velocity dimensional formula. Next another term is of AT square. Of is having no dimensions. A means acceleration. Acceleration L t power of minus 2. Here time dimensional formula T square. Here what we are getting here L we are getting. But see there, here this is the L. This is also L. This term also having same dimensional formula. This is also same. But this is the different. So it is dimensionally not correct. First one. See the second one. S is equal to UT plus of ATQ. See that second one. Here in this second one, LHS see there. S dimensional formula L. L only. S dimensional formula L. Just we have to write the dimensional formulas in square brackets. L only. Here UT see there. UT means here U dimensional formula L t power of minus 1. U means velocity. Velocity dimensional formula L t power of minus 1 into T. This is first term in the RHS. Here, so what we are getting here? L only we are getting. This is L only. UT dimensional formula L. Check the another term is there of ATQ. Here of is having no dimensions. Acceleration having the dimensional formula is L t power of minus 2. L t power of minus 2. Time dimensional formula is T. Here whole cube is there, T power of cube. So what we are getting here? L t power of 1 means LT we are getting. See that these two terms are having the same dimensions in the LHS or RHS. But third term is having the different dimensional formula is there. So this option is wrong. Here when it is correct, every term in the LHS and every term in the RHS having the same dimensional formula, then only that equation is dimensionally correct. This is one concept for solving of this type of questions. Here this term having same dimension, but this is different in this option. In this option, this term having the same dimension, but this is a different. So it is also not correct. Here come to the third option. Here S is equal to UT minus AT square. Right? See there. Here first we have to check the LHS. Here LHS means S dimensional formula is L. L means distance covered dimensional formula is L. Here UT means L t power of minus 1 into T. Time dimensional formula is T. So what we are getting here UT dimensional formula also we can get as L only. T power of 1, T power of minus 1 is L only we are getting. Same as here also. Here what is here? From this next AT square, third one. Here minus means we leave it. Here that is a plus or minus anyhow where is there. Just we have to take the physical quantities. AT square. AT square means L t power of minus 2. Acceleration dimensional formula. Time dimensional formula is T. Here square is there. T square. So what we are getting? Minus 2 plus 2 means T power of 0. T power of 0 means 1. So dimensional formula we are getting as here. See there. In this option, here every term in the LHS. This is RHS. RHS having two terms. LHS having the only one term. Here every term in the LHS, every term in the RHS having the same dimensional formula is there. So that's the reason this is dimensionally correct. but actually this equation is not correct. General equation is what? S is equal to ut plus of at square. This is a dimensionally correct equation, but it is not a what is here correct equation is there. What is here? Generally this equation is not correct, but it is correct only dimensionally. So dimensionally this equation is correct. Here fourth option is none is given, means third option is correct because every term in the LHS and every term in the RHS having the same dimensional formula. So this equation is dimensionally correct. The dimensionally correct formula they are asking. This equation is correct only dimensionally, but actually equation is what? S is equal to ut plus of at square. So these two equations are not correct because here every term in the LHS and every term in the RHS not having the same dimensional formula. This is correct. Why? Means every term in the LHS and every term in the RHS having the same dimensional formula. So this equation is dimensionally correct. See the next question. Here pressure P, velocity V and time T taken as fundamental physical quantities. Actually fundamental physical quantities M, L, T like that we are taking. Mass, length, time, current. These are considered as a fundamental physical quantities. But here fundamental physical quantities, what we have to take? Pressure, velocity and time. Take the fundamental physical quantities. The dimensional formula of force. Means this type of questions how to solve here. Now here these are the fundamental quantities given. Means the force dimensional formula we express in terms of pressure, velocity and time. Generally force we have to express ml t power of minus 2. But here we have to express in terms of the pressure, velocity and time. Right? Means that force is depends on these three physical quantities: pressure, velocity and time. So here from this we are writing here force is depends upon fundamental physical quantity. Generally mass, length, time. But here given, what are the given? Pressure, velocity and time. Means pressure power of A. We don't know the dimensions. So pressure power of A, velocity power of B, time power of C we have to take for solving of this problem. So from this, here we are writing here F is equal to K, constant K when removing the proportionality. Here P power of A, B power of B, T power of C. Here force dimensional formula is ml T power of minus 2. We write like this. Or m power of 1, L power of 1, T power of minus 2. Here K means constant having no dimensions. Pressure is equal to formula force by area. So ml T power of minus 2 by L square. Area dimensional formula is L square. So what we have to get? M L power of 1, this one cancel, taking into numerator L power of minus 1, T power of minus 1. Here L power of 1 remaining is there, taking into numerator L power of minus 1. Here remaining is, this is a T power of minus 2. Right? That is the pressure dimensional formula. M L power of minus 1, T power of minus 2 whole power of A. Next, velocity. What is the velocity? M power of M, just M means M power of 1. Velocity dimensional formula L T power of minus 1 whole power of B. Here mass is not there. Mass is not there means M power of 0 we can consider. T means the time. Time dimensional formula T only. T power of C. Can write like this. So here from this we can get as a M power of 1, L power of 1, T power of minus 2. This is M power of A, L power of minus A, T power of minus 2A. Here this is L power of B, T power of minus B. Here T power of C. We can write like this. Here from this we have to write here, this is M power of 1, L power of 1, T power of minus 2 is equal to M power of A only. Here M powers are not there, only 1 is there. This can be written as a M power of A only. Here M power of A, here L power of, here bases are the same, we can add the powers, L power of A plus B, T power of minus 2A plus B plus C. Right, M power of A only, L power of minus A plus B, t power of minus 2a minus b plus c. Right, here compare the both sides powers. When comparing the both sides of powers, a equal to 1 directly, minus a plus b equal to 1. Right, another equation is minus 2a plus b plus c equal to 0. Minus 2a plus b plus c equal to minus 2a. We solve these equations. Here a equal to 1 means the a value substitute in this equation. What we have to get? Directly I am writing. Here this is here what we have to write here from this minus 1 plus b equal to 1. B equal to 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Right, b value is equal to 2, a value is equal to 1. From this a value b value we are getting here. That values we have to substitute in this equation. This is 1, 2, 3. Right, a equal to 1, substitute in equation 2. Now a equal to 1, b equal to 2, substitute in equation 3. What we have to get here? Minus 2a means 2 into 1 plus b is equal to 2 plus c equal to minus 2. Here this is we can get as a, here what is here? A equal to, here b equal to we can get as a minus a plus b is equal to, here this is a l power of, this is a minus a plus b. Minus a plus b is equal to 1. Minus a plus b is equal to 1 means here minus 1 plus b equal to 1. Here from this b equal to 2 we are getting here. Now here minus 2a, this is what is here? Minus b is a, concentrate here. Minus b. Here this is also minus b we have to write. Here this is also we can get as a minus 2 plus c equal to minus 2. From this we can get as a minus 4 plus c equal to 2 from minus 2. Here concentrate on minus also. Here what is here? Minus 4 plus c is equal to minus 2 here. Here from this c equal to minus 2 plus 4. Minus 2 plus 4 means c is equal to also we are getting as a 2. Just concentrate on minus plus also, c equal to 2. Means from this what we are getting here? B value we are getting as a 2. A value getting as a 1. C value getting as a 2. This all values substitute in this equation. Here k is a proportionality constant, k is considered as a 1. Here from the, here what is a constant is a. So from this we have to write here f is equal to what we have to express here, that the dimensions how to express here. This is a p power of, here what we have to write here, p power of, here a means a value is equal to how much here? 1. Here what is here? V power of b. E power of b means b value is equal to 2 v square. Here t power of c means c value is equal to 2. Here t square means p power of 1 v square. What is here? T power of 2 we are getting here. In the first option they can given as p power of 1. Here what is here? C equal to this is c equal to 2. We have to give this is t power of 2. Yeah, that is printing mistake given, p v square t power of minus 2. So which option is correct here? First option is correct here. Here see there, minus 4 plus c is equal to minus 2, c equal to 2 we are getting, b is equal to 2, a is equal to 1. Here we are getting as a p power of 1 v square t power of 2 we are getting here. T power of 2, c value also 2 is there. So which option is correct here? First option is correct here. See the question number 26. Acceleration of the particle changes when? Acceleration of the particle changes when? Means acceleration when changes. See that? Here acceleration means change in the velocity. When the velocity changes, direction changes, acceleration changes. Its magnitude also changes. Here what is the acceleration changes? Means acceleration means change in the velocity. Velocity is a which quantity? Vector quantity. Vector quantity means it's a magnitude, it has a magnitude and direction. So magnitude of velocity changes, direction of the velocity changes, acceleration can be changes, because acceleration is called as a change in the velocity with respect to time. So Here, direction of velocity changes, magnitude of velocity changes, both of above speed constant. Speed constant is automatically not correct. Here, not only direction, not only magnitude. Acceleration when changes, either we can change the magnitude, either we can change the direction also. Because acceleration is a which quantity? Vector quantity. So, direction of velocity changes correct, magnitude of velocity changes correct, means nothing but what is there, both of above is correct. So which option is correct here? Third option is correct here. See the question number 27. A body falls freely from a height h. Its average velocity when it reaches the earth is, right? This is question is from motion in a straight line chapter. See there. Here we know that before solving this question, which kinematic equation we have to use, that is important. Here we know that kinematic equations V is equal to U plus AT. When this equation can be used, we have to learn here when the equations we have to use, which equation when we have to use. That is important here. Here four equations are is there. V is equal to U plus AT. When this equation is used, velocity, final velocity, initial velocity and time given. This equation we have to use. Now another one is S is equal to distance traveled is equal to ut plus of AT square. Here when the initial velocity and time is given, they are asking the distance covered, we use this formula. S is equal to ut plus of AT square. Here V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. These are the time dependent relations. This is not time dependent relation. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. So here initial velocity, final velocity, displacement. S is called as a distance covered. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. When S, V, U given, this equation we have to use. Another equation is distance traveled in nth second. First second or second, third second like that. Nth second formula U plus A into N minus of. These are the four fundamental kinematic equations. Very, very important here. Here, Sn is equal to U plus A into N minus of. These are the four equations are there. Among these four equations, which equation we have to use, that is important here. Right? Which equation we have to use, that is very, very important here. See there. Here, this is a body falls freely from a height h. Its average velocity when it reaches the earth, they are asking. See there here, this is initial velocity when the body is freely falling, like that. Here initial velocity is 0. Right? It is falling from height h. Right? It is falling from height h. Initial velocity is 0. Here final velocity we have to find here. For finding the final velocity, which equation we have? Initial velocity and final velocity we know that. Distance traveled also we know that. S is equal to h. Now from this we have to write here V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. This kinematic equation is suitable for solving of this problem. Because initial velocity, final velocity, distance covered we know that. Here from this we have to write here V square minus 0 square is equal to 2A. S is equal to how much here? H. But here A value take the positive because A is equal to plus G we have to take. That plus G, positive we have to take. Why take the positive? Because the body is falling towards the earth. Acceleration due to gravity acting towards the earth. Body also falling towards the earth. That's the reason A is equal to plus G for freely falling body. When the body is thrown in the upward direction, vertically upward direction, A equal to minus G. Because acceleration due to gravity acting in the downward direction, but the body is moving in the upward direction. In this case, A taken as a negative. When the body is falling towards the ground, here in this case, acceleration due to gravity taken as a positive. Because here earth gravitational force, the body both are moving in the same direction. So that's the reason A equal to plus G. I am writing here. Here V square is equal to 2 into A equal to GH. So V is equal to under root of 2GH. This is final velocity. This is U equal to 0 is initial velocity. Why initial velocity is 0? Because it is a freely falling body. But here they are asking average velocity. Average velocity asking in this question. How to find the average velocity? See here. Yeah, we have to find the average velocity. How to find the average velocity here? Here average velocity formula we know that initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. Average means here sum of the physical quantities by total number of the physical quantities. Generally average formula. So V average is equal to here U plus V by 2. U is the initial velocity, V is the final velocity. Final velocity is root 2h. This is we are getting from kinematic equations. So V average is equal to initial velocity is 0. Here V is equal to root 2gh by 2. Okay. Here from this V average is equal to root 2gh by 2. Or this can be written as root 2gh by taking into under root. This is a 4. 2 becomes to be 4. 2 1s are 2 2s are. So what we are getting here, V average is equal to root over gh by 2. So which option is correct here? Second option is correct here. Mainly in the motion in a straight line, we have to understand what are the given, what we have to solve, which kinematic equation is suitable. That is very, very important. When you are writing the formula for kinematic equation, right, correct kinematic equation, we can get the answer very easily. Right? We can solve the problems like that. Right. See the next question. A freely falling body travels x meter in nth second. Distance traveled in n minus 1th second they are asking. How to solve this problem? Distance traveled in nth second. In the 4 kinematic equations, which equation we have to use here? We know that already. Fourth equation. Which fourth? What is the fourth equation? Represents Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus of. This is the formula for distance traveled in nth second. Means nth second the body traveled how much distance. We use this formula. But this is not for, we have to not use S is equal to ut plus half at square. We will confuse about these 2 equations. But we cannot use this equation. This is time given when time t equal to 1 second, 2 second, 3 second. But here this is nth second, n minus 1th second, like that. See that. Don't confuse here. Time distance traveled in 2 seconds means we use here. Distance traveled in total distance traveled in 5 hours means we use this formula. But distance traveled in first 1th second, first second, second second, nth second, like that they are given. This formula we have to use. That is the difference between these 2. Right? These 2 difference we have to understand here. Which formula we have to apply. That is very, very important. Now Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus 1. Freely falling body. Freely falling means initial velocity is 0. The body initial velocity u equal to 0. Distance traveled x meter in nth second. First I am taken here nth second. In the nth second, how much distance traveled? X. X is equal to, Sn is equal to x, u equal to 0. Freely falling means a value is equal to plus g. Already I discussed it in the previous question. A is equal to plus z. Why take the plus z? Because the body falling towards earth. Acceleration due to gravity, the body both are falling in the same directions. A equal to plus g. G into n minus of. So x is equal to g into n minus of. This is distance traveled in nth second. Now distance traveled in n minus 1th second we have to find. Here distance traveled in n minus 1th second they are asking. Right? Now that is I consider as a x dash. We don't know x dash we have to take. X dash is equal to 0 plus g. This is nth second means here in the n place same we are writing n only. But here n minus 1. So in the nth place n minus 1 into minus 1. Just in the n is replaced with n minus 1. Because n minus 1th second they are asking. So from this we can get as x dash is equal to g into n minus 1 of is there. N is replaced with n minus 1, remaining of as usual. Okay. This is, and now I am changing here g into n minus 1 or g into n minus of I am taken. Or we can split this one like this. G into n minus of here and plus g into minus 1. These 2 are taken in this, remaining is g into minus 1. So x dash is equal to g into n minus of can be written as what is here x from this equation. Can write like this x here plus z minus 1 is equal to minus z. So x dash is equal to what we are getting here x minus g. So which option is correct here? Third option is correct. Means the distance traveled in n minus 1th second is x minus g. Suppose n minus 2th second, expect n minus 2th second we can get as x minus 2z. N minus 3th second x minus 3z, we can get it like that. Okay, right. Here this is a which formula we have to apply is very important here. Distance traveled in nth second means we use the formula Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus of. See the last question. Which of the following graph represents uniform acceleration? Right? See there, which graph represents a uniform acceleration? Means a graph based question is there, very important model. Here, which of the graph represents uniform acceleration? Uniform acceleration means what is here? It covers acceleration. Acceleration means here what is here in the uniform acceleration means its velocity changes in the velocity of the body changes in equal interval of time. Same velocity changes in same interval of time. Same velocity changes in same interval of time. For example, here velocity is there, here velocity and time. Values we have to take here. Here suppose in the 2 second of time, velocity changes as 2 meter per second. This is meter per second, this is second consider. In the 2 second, its velocity changes as 2. Next in the 4 second, this becomes to be 4 only. In the 6 second, it becomes to be 6 only. Means here in the same interval of time, the velocity changes as a c. This is called as a, here what is here, uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration means in the same interval of time, the velocity changes also, value also same. Here what is here, 4 minus 2 is 2, 6 minus 4 is 2. Means every 2 second of time, the velocity changes as the 2 meter per second only. So this is called as a here uniform acceleration. Means in the uniform acceleration, velocity changes as a same in magnitude and direction. That's the reason we are saying that velocity is constant. Uniform acceleration means velocity is constant. Velocity is a constant or velocity changes with the time. Generally we can write like this. Here velocity changes with the time. Velocity changes with the time means v is directly proportional to t. Right? V is directly proportional to t means v is equal to, we can written as, when removing the proportionality we can write as a constant. V is equal to k into t. Why time dependence means the time changes, velocity also changes. That is called as a uniform acceleration. Velocity and time we are drawing the graph, we can get as a straight line in the uniform acceleration. Here velocity not a constant. Velocity changes with the time, but that is changes constant here. So when drawing the graph between these two, we are getting as a straight line. So that's the reason v is directly proportional to t. Here v is equal to k into t we are getting here. So from this v is equal to kt, but st graph they are asking. These all are st graphs only. They are asking st graph here. St graph means we have to find the here displacement. Here v is equal to k into t. Here velocity can be written as change in the displacement. ds by dt is equal to k into t. You can written as like that. Here from this ds is equal to kt into dt. Means when the here the relations are given, st graph they are asking means when acceleration given, st graph they are asking means we have to find the displacement in function in terms of the time we have to find. We have to find the displacement in terms of the time we have to find, then we can understand how to draw the graph. So here what is here, when drawing the velocity and time graph in the uniform acceleration, we can get as a straight line. But here not asking velocity and time, here asking displacement and time. So we have to find the relation between displacement and time we have to find. That's the reason we are making here v is directly proportional to t, because we have uniform acceleration given, Uniform acceleration means in the same interval of time, same velocity can be changes. So v is directly proportional to t. V is equal to k into t. Velocity can be written as change in the displacement. ds by dt is equal to k into t. ds is equal to kt into dt. Taking this side. Now integrating on both sides. Integrating on both sides means the integration of ds is equal to kt into dt. Integration of ds is equal to s. Here k is constant, or we can write another step here. Integration of ds, k taking outside, t dt means t power of 1. X power of n integration is x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. So from this ds integration of ds is equal to s. Integration of dx is equal to x. Integration of dy is equal to y. Integration of ds is equal to s. Here k into integration of x power of n is equal to x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Similarly, t power of 1 or t power of n, dx to the power of n dx, t power of n dt is equal to t power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. From this, in the place of the n, we can substitute the 1. So what we are getting here, t plus t power of 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. So s is equal to k into t square by 2. So from this, s is equal to k into t square by 2 means, here from this I am writing is as here, s is directly proportional to t square. Here k is constant, 2 is constant. S is directly proportional to t square. S is directly proportional to t square means this is in the form of y is equal to ax square, like that. Means this equation represents the, or this equation represents the, s is equal to, we can written as like that also. S is equal to, we can write like this also. Here s is equal to k by 2 into t square. This is in the form of simply y is equal to ax square, like that. Here what is here? This equation represents what is here? Parabola. So this equation also represents what is here? Parabola. So when drawing the graph between s and t, means that is represents a parabola is there, because s is directly proportional to t square. Any power, any physical quantity is directly proportional to the square is there, it represents simply parabola. So which is the parabola is there? But when that, here two parabolas are there, but which parabola is correct here? Here this is what is here, this is increasing and decreasing here, but it is continuous increasing, because when the time is increasing, displacement also continuously increasing. That's the reason which option is correct here. First option is correct here. These all are not correct. This is here what is here? This represents the uniform velocity graph. Here in this, these two are represent the same, but here increasing after the decreasing here. Up to this one is increasing. Here afterwards gradually decreasing. But why continuously increasing means when the time is increasing, displacement also continuously increasing. So which option is correct here? First option is correct here. Students, I solved near about 15 questions in the 30 questions. Here remaining whatever may be there in the 30 questions, you can solve it. Here in the every total in the 120 questions, I made totally 4 parts. Here I will complete this 120 questions in the 4 classes. In these 4 classes, minimum I will discuss the 30 questions. 30 questions means all are not discussing. In the 30, I will discuss 50. The 4 parts I made means 30, 30, 30, 30. Totally 120. Out of 120, I want to solve 60. 60 means in the every class, minimum I want to solve the 15 questions. Remaining 15 questions, whatever maybe is there, you solve it. Here any doubts are coming, you can ask in the WhatsApp group. Don't neglect the studies. You concentrate on this CET and NEET exams. Here after the 2 months, we have to write the NEET and CET exams. Here you can concentrate it. Now we have the time. Much more time is there. Already PO exams are cancelled. Here much more time is there. Don't waste the time. Here see the videos properly. Any doubts are coming here, ask in the WhatsApp group or personal number also, no problem at all. Anytime you can ask, we will clear the doubt. Here don't neglect the studies. Here we want to go the further education means compulsory. We have to write the CET and NEET exams compulsory. So please concentrate on studies. Don't neglect the studies here. Watch the videos properly. Any doubts are coming here, you can ask. Here you can ask and clear the doubt. Okay, thank you.